Hi there, you're right. My name is Tommy Allen, and today I want to go through with you some of the crossover of acoustic engineering and virtual reality, and how I think the gaming industry and the civil engineering industry are going to complement each other so much in the very, very near future, and if not right now. And I thought there's no better way to give an example of this than to make a massive, giant model of a concrete strawberry. So, the reason why I chose this geometry is, well, I really like fruit. And I thought, well, if I can model a massive strawberry, it's easy to model a room, it's easy to model a church, something that's a lot less complex. So, I'm going to talk you the thinking and the steps that I have done to do this. And then I'll give an audio demonstration at the end. If you want to hear it, just skip to the end. Okay, so these are the steps that I've used. So, first of all, I went to the internet and I went to GrabCAD, typed in strawberry, and pulled off a strawberry. And then I plopped that into SolidWorks. The reason why I've used SolidWorks is because I can send this geometry data to Unreal Engine 5, which is the gaming software, as you can see here, and then also send this data to Comsol, which is the physics software. Now, this is where I'm going to kind of try to explain the physics. So, inside here, I'm using the acoustics module of Comsol, and I'm using ray tracing to calculate the impulse response. And the impulse response is basically the X-ray of a room, or the echogram, for example, and it gives you all the data that you would ever need. So the way ray tracing works is basically you have a little explosion of bouncy balls. Look at that. And then they bounce off the walls, and then you've kind of got kind of a little catch. So there's a receiver just in the middle here, and it's going to jump into the receiver, into the ball catch, and it's going to give us a impulse response. And this is exactly what we want. Let me just move myself so you can see this beautiful, beautiful graph. Okay, so now we've got our impulse response from our ray tracing method. This is good, but it could be better. And what I mean by this is that ray tracing is good for high frequencies, but it's not very good for low frequencies. So to get the low frequency calculation, we use an FEM calculation, which is like where you just kind of vibrate the entire structure of nodes, and you kind of get this super accurate frequency response. And it gives these beautiful graphs at low frequencies. So this is at 44. Let's have a look at, what does it look like at 52? Oh, great. So we have the hot spots and the cold spots. So as you move across, you kind of get these frequency fluctuations, which in person, they sound really cool when you hear it in person. And also with the frequency response, you kind of get these really cool isographs, which just look great. It looks like a proper scrunkled strawberry. Like, this could be an NFT. Look at that. Especially the lower you go, like 94. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, look at that. Awesome. So now we've got two frequency responses. We kind of got the ray tracing, which is the high frequency, and then we've got the low end at the FEM, and we have to combine them. So now I'm going to switch over to MATLAB. So to do this, I exported the data to MATLAB. I made a piece of code just here, and the piece of code then runs and combines. So I'm going to show you that graphically. Here we've got the original impulse you saw. There's its frequency response. There's the FEM frequency response. And then I've used two Butterworth filters, low end and a low pass and a high pass, to then kind of add the two frequency responses together. So then we get our new frequency response. I'm getting tired of saying that. And then I IFFT it, and then we get our new impulse response with the low frequency data. And that'll just make it a little bit more accurate. And so after we've done that, all the maths and the physics part, we then go and put it into our world. Awesome. So first of all, I actually want to show you what it actually sounds like, and I've kind of got a hybrid reverb in Ableton, and this is actually what it sounds like, I think, at 0.2 meters away from the source. So, hello! Yeah, buddy, I'm in a strawberry! La 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 la. So that's what it's going to sound like in a concrete strawberry. Okay, so now you've heard the impulse response. Let's stick that into our game engine. And the way I thought about doing this was I made a weird little character that was like, "You have come for my strawberry spices." And I kind of edited the audio to make him sound like a tiny demon. So let me just show you that within the game. Where is this one? Okay, yeah, we'll use this one. So I'm going to delete the effect, and this is what it sounds like dry.
Hello there, weary traveler. I see you have come for my strawberry spices. Because you...
So it doesn't sound very good, okay? So now inside, I'm going to just re-enable the audio volume. There we go. Now we've got our effect applied, so this is what it should sound like with our bad guy inside our strawberry.
Hello there, weary traveler. I see you have come for my strawberry spices. Because you have fallen into a trap.
Okay, so now you've just witnessed our strawberry evil spice lord take on our little weary traveler. I want to tell you about the improvements I want to make to the model and kind of further work I need to do. First thing I could do is make multiple impulse responses along this floor. So as we change, we kind of get a change in frequency response at the kind of the tip of the strawberry and then at the kind of the fat end of the strawberry. Because right now, all we've got is just a single impulse response. So we could just basically loop the program and get more out. The second thing we can do is within our actual model. So we can, we've got our ray tracing, which is good for high frequencies, and the FEM, which is good for low frequencies. We could use a boundary element method. Let me just change where I am. We could use a boundary element method to get the middle range of frequencies, and it'll kind of say, yes, our model's working. So yeah, that is my model of a concrete strawberry. And as promised, I'm just going to play a little bit of music to play it out and show you what it would actually sound like. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, play.
Hello there, weary traveler. I see you have come for my strawberry spices. Because you have fallen into a trap. Bring out
Yeah, that's our my silly little game. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was useful. Yeah, let me know if you want me to kind of model anything else. Should I do what it sounds like in a massive banana? Or anything you can think of, let me know. I'll try and model something. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one.